Hey guys, Monday, March the 11th of 2024, and I'm kind of getting ahead of myself on the US close, but I got a couple of things I need to do, so I figured I'd just post this video. And I just got back from Miami. I was working on a project down there this weekend, so that's why I was kind of busy, and I couldn't post the US pre-market. So let's see what natural gas is doing. As you can see, we have been not holding that 185, which is the monthly value very low. There's one here of $1.61. I don't know if we're going to get down there, but you never know. On the weekly, you can see that last week the bears got the volume, and it's pulling back even more. Let's look at the daily real quick. And these are key levels I'm watching that has a lot to relate to natural gas. So is the 175 to 173. I want to see if this holds. So far, it looks like a fail new low, but it's early to tell. You got the 152, and obviously the $1.43 and $1.41. This is very important down here. And this over here, $1.95 to $1.91. April 14, 194 was the low. So this is an area of interest to me. And I have another area of interest that I'm watching. Price level, where is that? It's over here. My P lines, this one is 172. I'm watching this one right here. So there's a few key levels that I'm watching. I just want to see what I want to see something bullish, but I'm not seeing anything bullish today. So let's leave that there. You can see volume just for today, and we haven't closed yet, but the bears are really aggressive and they're pushing it lower. Looking at our simple glance, nothing has changed here, just kind of sideways, very sideways. And here, the mobile bands, which is this pretty much the mobile bands, we failed. We are below 180, so that is bearish. Price action is more. I mean, we know in regards to geometry, we're already on the weaker side, but now the mobile band's even confirming it more. Now you're even more weak in regards to volatility. So you're trying to hold a 20 SMA on the daily, and that's the battle right now, but definitely below 180. So the mobile bands are turning red. So PPS sell signal and everything. If this 20 SMA doesn't hold, you're probably going to go to lower prices. And the MACD is still negative. Volume, the bears are in control. And nothing's really positive for a reversal here. So let's look at our midpoint chart. One date I'm watching is the tomorrow, which is Tuesday. For 1/3, maybe a turnaround here. This is the halfway point from this low, which is like the March 22nd. But if we were going to do a reversal here to test that, it'll probably be tomorrow. But volatility is going to increase. I know on the ellipse technique, that was between Friday and Monday. So I don't know if they're going to flush it. I was expecting a gap down, but I don't know if maybe they're going to do it, in the overnight. And then on the US session, we turn. So you just got to watch price action like a hawk. And that's pretty much it. Let's see some trend lines here. There's one trend line here that I'm watching, and it's already now below it. And this is, I believe, I always got to check because I get confused sometimes here with this non-scale. So this doesn't use a log scale. This other chart that I have uses the log scale, which is the volume one. And if you put it down there also, trend lines, yep, you see it. And I believe this is a log scale here. Yep, I used the log scale on this one. So with log scale and non-log scale, you see that prices are below this trend line, indicating, weakness. On top of that, you got the Andrews Pitchfork, which is a big 50% on the Andrews Pitchfork coming out on the 4-hour chart from different swing points. And this is going to be probably your next area of support if we get down there. And that has that $1.72 that I'm watching. So it'll be somewhere around here. If we get this little drop and maybe a bounce This is where I'll probably be thinking about getting in. And using our Gann grid on the 4-hour, this is the most important line in regards to geometry with the first impulse wave. And you see that now in hindsight, it was good that I locked in profits and got out here, or got stopped out if you say it, because I raised my stop up here just because I saw it kind of going sideways by the one by one. And I don't like that. I like to see it, I don't like to kind of see it going sideways here. I like to see it reverse and pop and move. But once you start getting this kind of price action, it's just like undecided, leaning a little more to the bears. And so far, this is what they're doing. You got a level 172, which is at 25%. That's what I'm looking. And obviously, you got the 50 here. We haven't gone down that low. I think that's it. I don't really have anything else here to show you, but I do got something good for you. And that is the statistical calendar. So, statistical calendar first is first night of Ramadan for those that are religious and follow their religion. This is an important holy day, so it'll be interesting. Hopefully, there's nothing crazy going on in the Middle East. But bearish trading day is flat, is minus 0.01. So there's not really that much action here. The weekday is bullish. So I put an indicator here, statistically, if you're trading, this is where you probably make a little more money if you go a little short, but not by much. And then Tuesday is a little bullish, 0.11%, not by much either. The weekday is bullish. Wednesday is bullish, very bullish. I put 3 stars. So if you were to go long, so let's say if they start tanking it, in the overnight into Tuesday, the probabilities are high that maybe there's a turnaround on Tuesday and it starts going higher, and that's why you get this bullish day. Or maybe it just goes sideways here, and then, maybe the overnight into the U.S. session, it goes bullish. But that remains to be seen. You have to have some levels and, your rules to tell you, okay, it's a bullish day. What considers a bullish day? For me, one of the things I like to look at to decide if it's a bullish day, one, you got to be over the midpoint and above the VWAP. So we don't know the midpoint yet because we haven't closed for the U.S. session. But once we get that midpoint, those are rules at least I follow, and I share with you guys always. Just in case you want to follow the statistical calendar, you have to have some kind of rule to decide, okay, statistical calendar says it's bullish today, price action has to do this in order for me to, do probability of going long. So those are the parameters and rules on that. So this is the bullish, whoa, that's not good. I get confused sometimes here. There we go. So this is the bullish day of the week, and the weekday is bearish also. So Wednesdays are typically more bearish. And then you go Thursday, and it's bearish but flat. So if this plays out, it's just because we got this massive move, and now it's just digesting it. So it's a flat. Was slightly bearish, but not by much. That's why I put flat. And the weekday is a little bearish. Friday is very bearish. And this is where you go short if you think that it's going to, go down. So, and the weekday is bearish also. So you got 2 whammies right here. And money-wise, if you were to go short, you make the most money. To the downside or for the bears. So for the bears, for the bulls, and that's pretty much it. The 21st on March, according to Gann and some of the ancients, they believe that this is the new year. So a lot of the, pretty much our whole society believes that January, the 1st is the beginning of the new year, but in the beginning of the new year, but the ancients believed, and Gann even said it himself in his writings, that March 21st is actually the beginning of the new year. Something to think about and look into. And obviously we got the Holy weekend. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on for the religious folks. Palm Sunday, Holy, I don't know what that means. April Fool. I just started looking at. So the religious folks, believe that Jesus Christ died on Friday, and he was 3 days and 3 nights on the tomb, and then he rose. And mostly maybe Catholics. I mean, maybe some, everybody probably, this is what they believe. He rose on Sunday, but that's not really 3 days and 3 nights. If you do some calculations, that's almost like 36 hours. If you were to do the research, and I've been looking into this, if he died on a Wednesday, somewhere in the afternoon, that's 3 days and 3 nights, leads you that somewhere around Saturday he rose. So something interesting there. 2 different views. Some that say he rose on Saturday, and some believe he rose on Sunday. And I don't know what has to do with Easter and Jesus, and then to top it off with the icing on the cake, we have April Fool's Days right after that day. Anyway, I digress. It's just, things that, I ponder in my mind and I start thinking about. But this is the statistical calendar. Now big bullish day, big bearish day. So keep that in mind if it plays out. Key levels to watch, obviously, for this week is going to be 188. If we're going to have a big bullish day, that's your first target. And if we could get above there, $2, 207, 213, that's really stretching it. I don't know what the catalyst could be. I know there's some weekly cycles that are turning up, so you never know. And if they're going to push it down, if the bears are just going to head fake us, you got targets to the downside for this week is $1.69 and $1.62. Now, and I'm kind of ahead of myself because we don't have, the close for today, but I'll work on that for Tuesday morning, U.S. pre-market. But right now, $1.76 is holding, which is this low right here. So is this a fail new low and go up? I don't know. We got to see. But if they're going to push it lower, in the overnight session, it'll be $1.73 and $1.71. And that's pretty much it. Because Tuesday, we're going to have new levels to look at. Well, I'm going to sign out. Hopefully you like this video. And I'll keep you posted on my thoughts on natural gas.